Coachella 2026 just ended, and people are saying this might have been the most chaotic year yet. Not just crowded, but messy, tense, and honestly, a little disturbing. From shocking crowd behavior to influencer luxury backlash to rumors involving some of the biggest celebrities on the planet, and even a sudden internet feud exploding in real time, there is a lot that went down that most people did not fully catch. And once you see the full picture, it starts to feel like something bigger is happening behind the scenes. Because this year, it did not feel like Coachella anymore. It felt like something else entirely. It started with the crowds. At first, it seemed like a normal, busy year. But very quickly, people began noticing that something was off. The festival did not just feel packed, it felt oversold. And a lot of people are pointing to one reason: Justin Bieber. He had not performed in a long time and does not tour often, and his return pulled in a completely different level of audience. People who do not usually go to Coachella suddenly showed up. Others came back after years just to see him. And the result was crowds that were tighter, louder, and way more aggressive than usual. People were pushing, shoving, blocking space, and even forming circles on the ground just to claim territory. It stopped feeling like a music festival and started feeling like survival. But that was not even the worst part. Because as the night went on, the energy in the crowd started to shift into something darker. That is when people began speaking out. Influencers and attendees started sharing clips and stories about what was really happening inside those crowds. And according to multiple reports, the vibe was not just chaotic, it was toxic. There were claims of people making disturbing jokes about dangerous situations. Others described hearing comments that crossed the line completely. Now, to be clear, these are reports and online claims, not confirmed facts. But the fact that so many people were saying the same thing is what got attention. And it raised a bigger question. When did Coachella stop being about music and start becoming about clout? Because everywhere you looked, it felt like people were not there for the experience. They were there to be seen.
Okay, I'm gonna do a rapid fire of things from Coachella weekend 1 that altered my brain chemistry. Every single person comparing Justin Bieber Coachella to Astro World.
Oh, you and me, we're gonna have a conversation about the artist section at Justin Bieber last night. Yeah, we are. I'm actually about to go on an entire podcast tangent about this, but I'm gonna give you a glimpse of what I think first. This entire Coachella has had such an air, and it always has, okay? It's always been the Influencer Olympics, okay? But when I say it is so different this year when it comes to people's like entitlement and people's like selfishness and like do it for the gram like mentality, and I'm standing there and I'm so excited. And then time starts going on for Bieber to come on, and people are just shoving, people are sitting on the ground in big circles to like protect space so that other people don't have space. And then I keep overheard LA style, overhearing people say, like, this guy walks past us and he literally goes, "It's gonna be a stampede and I hope someone dies," like dead serious. The amount of times I heard people say like Astro World and like just different things like that. Like he was doing acoustic covers of the songs on Swag, like Everything Hallelujah. There's a girl in front of me who's literally at the top of her lungs. It's quiet. It's so quiet. At the top of her lungs, she's literally going, "I just like got my aura read and like I swear my aura is just so different than being here for this." And like, I also was like screaming and dancing and cheering for him and like singing along every word of every song. Like, and people were turning around and giving me dirty looks like I had skinned a baby.
Phones up, cameras rolling, everyone chasing that perfect viral moment. And while all of that was happening in the crowd, there was a completely different world happening just a few miles away.
I can't believe you're lying.
This is our room. I'm freaking out. We have our own little PJs. We are stacked on drinks. In fact, we're never gonna run out because we have a full coffee bar.
I'm at Coachella with Kapari. I have to give you guys a room tour for my first brand trip. Let's go. First of all, look at the living room. Absolutely adorable. We'll get into the backyard. Oh my gosh, with SPF. We have little goodie bags. We'll have to go through those later. Immediately, and she said I have to pee. Oh yes. Yes.
Coachella yesterday, and I'm doing a little house tour. I'm staying with Agu Kafir. This is what you see when you walk in. The nice little mirror right here. Look at the inside. This is all set up for the party that we got going on.
Okay, realistic, get ready with me for the last day of Coachella. First things first, we need our coffee. My eyes are, I thought they were puffy yesterday, they're puffy today.
Thank you, chef.
Okay, hair and makeup. This is what the inspo is today. Just got my shot. Look at everyone's getting like IVs and stuff. It is packed today. And we got our coffee. I can be a human now. Okay, we're gonna go get dressed. I'm supposed to wear a skirt today, so...
Behind the scenes influencers were living in a totally separate reality. Luxury brand trips took over Coachella this year in a way people have never seen before. Massive houses, private chefs, stocked fridges, curated outfits, even things like IV treatments and personal setups ready before the day even started. For influencers, it looked like a dream, but for everyone watching, it started to feel out of touch. Because while regular attendees were spending insane amounts just to be there, paying for overpriced food and packed into chaotic crowds, another group was experiencing Coachella like a private vacation. And that contrast did not go unnoticed. People online started calling it dystopian. Others could not stop watching, because at the same time it felt disconnected, it was also fascinating. And right when that conversation was blowing up, the internet dropped another twist. A rumor started spreading, and it involved two very familiar names, Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi. According to anonymous reports, the two were allegedly spotted getting very close at a private party during the festival. Now again, this is unverified speculation and should absolutely be taken with caution. But that did not stop the internet from running with it. Because if it were true, it would create one of the most unexpected celebrity pairings right now. Fans immediately started imagining scenarios, timelines, and connections. And just like that, Coachella turned into a full-blown celebrity rumor machine. But even that was not the strangest moment of the weekend, because in the middle of all the chaos, people started noticing something completely unexpected. Reality personalities and influencers from completely different worlds, all blending into the same space. At one point, cast members connected to the Mormon wives scene were spotted casually walking through VIP areas. It felt random, almost surreal, and it added to the growing feeling that Coachella had turned into something much bigger than music. It was becoming a crossover event for every corner of the internet. But even with all these moments happening, everything still kept circling back to one person, Justin Bieber. His performance became one of the most talked about parts of the entire festival, and not everyone agreed on it. Some fans loved it, others were confused, and some expected more. There were even rumors floating around about how much he was paid, with claims suggesting massive numbers, but nothing officially confirmed. And then there were the performance choices themselves. At one point, people noticed he used video elements in a way that sparked speculation. Some online theories suggested it might have been related to music rights or ownership issues. There is no solid proof behind that, but it did not stop people from debating it. And that is what made his set so interesting. It was not just a performance, it became a conversation. But here is the twist. Even with all the mixed reactions, one thing sold out almost instantly: his merch. Within the first days, items were already gone. Hoodies, shirts, people grabbed everything they could. And the prices shocked a lot of people. Some pieces went for extremely high numbers, way above what fans expected, and yet they still sold. At the same time, festival prices overall became another talking point. Basic food and drinks were hitting numbers that felt ridiculous to attendees. Even simple items cost way more than expected. And once again, it highlighted the same theme that kept coming up all weekend. This did not feel like the Coachella people remembered. It felt bigger, more commercial, and more intense. But just when it seemed like things could not get any more chaotic, something happened online that pulled attention away from the festival completely. A sudden feud between Alex Cooper and Alex Earl. What started as subtle tension behind the scenes suddenly became public. There had already been rumors about issues between them, especially after their professional connection ended, but no one had directly addressed it until now. Out of nowhere, a public call-out appeared, direct and unfiltered, asking questions that fans had been wondering about for months. And the timing made it even more interesting, because it happened right in the middle of Coachella, when attention was already at its peak. Some people think it was strategic, others think it was overdue, but either way, it worked, because suddenly everyone was watching, waiting to see if there would be a response, and wondering how far this could go. And that is really the story of Coachella 2026. Not just a festival, but a collision of everything. Massive crowds that felt out of control, a growing divide between reality and influencer life, celebrity rumors spreading faster than ever, a headline performance that split opinions, and a brand new drama unfolding right in front of everyone. It almost feels like the festival became a stage for something much bigger than music. And now, the real question is, what happens next? Will Weekend 2 calm things down, or make everything even worse? Will new surprises drop, or will the same chaos repeat? And more importantly, is this the new version of Coachella, or just a preview of what is coming next? Because if this weekend proved anything, it is that the story is not over yet.